Welcome back Nrl tippers for this Indigenous round 12. Looking at our results last week, we have 5 out of 8. Magic round in Brisbane once again delivered as droves of fans were treated to some exciting footy across the weekend, with 6 of the 8 games decided by 8 points or less. Big shout out to Nrl tippers who commented their tips from last week Magic round. Bulldogs versus Dragons. The Dragons didn't play Magic round last week, so they secured 2 points. Despite losing last week to the Raiders, the 24-20 loss was a solid effort in defeat for the struggling club, which fell to 11th on the NRL ladder. However, the Dragons have rested and are keen to play hard to win this game, so back the favourites to win. Betting tip: Dragons to win this game. Cowboys versus Tigers. It has been a tough year for the Cowboys, who need to start getting down to business before it's too late. They are outside the top 8, but facing the Tigers is the remedy most teams need when seeking a victory. We can't back the Tigers in consecutive weeks, so expect the home team to come out firing and secure the points. Betting tip: Cowboys to win. Manly Sea Eagles versus Melbourne Storms. It's usually a close game between the Sea Eagles and Storm, but given how well the Storm are playing, we're picking them to cover the spread. They destroyed the Eels last week, and although Manly hasn't been playing too poorly, it hasn't been playing well enough. Getting the Storm at -4.5 is too good to pass up. Betting tip: Storm to win. Canberra Raiders versus Sydney Roosters. The winning run of the Roosters came to a crashing halt against the Sharks last week, but they should rebound in fine style. There isn't much to get excited about for the Raiders, who are trying to stay in touch with the top 8 following a win over the Bulldogs. The current line is 10.5 in favour of the Roosters, and based on their form prior to last week, they should put up a big number on the home side. Betting tip: Roosters to win. Cronulla Sharks versus Penrith Panthers. The Sharks are circling, and after beating the Roosters handsomely, they're out for more blood. Beating the Panthers is something most teams struggle with, but we're not surprised to see the Sharks listed as $1.62 favourites. They are playing with confidence, and the Panthers aren't the same team without Nathan Cleary running the ship. Take Cronulla to show its premiership credentials. Betting tip: Sharks to win. Rabbitohs versus Eels. The Eels were smashed by the Storm last week, but find themselves favoured to beat the hapless South Sydney Rabbitohs. Both teams are struggling in 2024, but the Rabbitohs are going through some mighty struggles, so we're backing the Eels to get it done. Tread with caution with this game, but the Eels are worth including in NRL multis. Betting tip: Eels to win this game. Broncos versus Titans. The Broncos have the class edge over the Titans, which is why they're the -12.5 favourites against their baby brother. They haven't been the most consistent team over the last few weeks, but with State of Origin approaching, their best players will want to hit top gear. Gold Coast is treading water in 6th place on the NRL ladder, so we can't include it in our NRL picks for round 12. Betting tip: Broncos to win this game. Warriors versus Dolphins. The Warriors pulled off a big upset when beating the Panthers last week, despite having 2 key injuries in the opening 10 minutes. That will have an impact on this game against the Dolphins, who are playing good rugby league, and it's why they're favoured to win at 1.88. It's a tough game to predict, but take the Dolphins to prevail based on the Warriors' injury woes. Betting tip: Dolphins to win this game. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to comment your tips, like and do sub to the channel.